Hello ladies and gentlemen! Today I'm incredibly happy to finally present a brand new Overwatch hero, Mercy. I put together two separate versions of this creation. Version 1, which I'm going to showcase first, is part of the Overwatch map I'm working on and compatible with all the other heroes. Since it's gonna be a while until I'm done with the project though, I'm also releasing a separate data pack that I changed to work on mobs instead of players, but that will not be updated to be compatible with future heroes. You can see this as some sort of preview for what you can expect in the map once it's out. Let's take a look at the visual appearance first. Apart from the normal standing model, there's also a different crouching pose. And of course a walking and sprinting animation as well. As she's moving, even the cloth adjusts to her legs properly, and I think all in all it looks really smooth. Their wings were a bit tricky to get right because of the modeling limitations in vanilla Minecraft, but I'm pretty happy with the solution I came up with. In first person you will find two weapons and a bunch of ability icons in your inventory. As a healer, your most important tool is the Caduceus staff of course, which can be used to heal or damage boost your teammates. Look at another hero from your own team and hold down right click to activate the beam. Your target will now gradually gain health and hopefully protect you from enemies to return the favor. Pressing the default key F to put items into your offense slot will toggle the beam type and in this case activate the damage boost. I implemented a pretty cool damage multiplier system that even allows me to stack multiple damage boosts from, let's say, Orisa, Mercy and Ana. If you don't want to rely on other people to stay alive, you can also use your blaster, which does a surprising amount of damage. If you switch to your second inventory slot and right click, a projectile will fly into whichever direction you look in. The coolest aspect is that even the models update properly and display Mercy's gun instead of the staff now for all the different poses. Now that we covered the basic functionalities, let's check out her abilities. Probably the most important one as Mercy is Guardian Angel, which allows you to escape from enemies and move around the map efficiently. Select your fourth inventory slot and drop the item to activate the ability. If you are not looking at any teammates, nothing will happen and the ability will immediately come off cooldown again. If you look at a player though, you will fly into his direction until you reach him. At the end you will even get a little boost which I added so you can actually reach people standing on platforms without falling off right before the ledge. You can even cancel your flight by pressing shift, which gives you much more flexibility. It takes a bit of practice, but it's even possible to use your staff while flying. What you want to do is hold down right click, use the scroll wheel to reach the fourth inventory slot, press Q and then immediately switch back to the third slot again. If you do it right, you only need a split second to activate the ability and don't have to stop healing your teammates. One last thing you have to keep in mind is that I implemented a line of sight check. So if your target is behind a wall, you will not be able to fly to it. The shift key is also used for another passive ability, Angelic Descent. While airborne, Mercy will slowly float to the ground as long as the shift key is pressed. In combination with Guardian Angel, you are now a really mobile hero, and if you float to your death at the outside of a map, you can always activate your wings, fly to a teammate and join the fight again. If you've watched my previous Overwatch videos, you might have wondered why killed players left dead bodies behind. Well, the reason is Mercy's Resurrect ability. If you drop the icon next to a killed teammate, he will gain all of his health again and reappear. There's a cooldown of 30 seconds though, so make sure you use it wisely. But don't worry, you can fat finger this ability, because when you drop the icon without a dead teammate nearby, it will simply not trigger. A neat little trick to keep in mind is that you can fly to dead teammates to arrest them, so use that to your advantage. One more passive ability that Mercy has is Regeneration. There's a catch though, because the effect only becomes active after she hasn't taken damage for 1 second. So if you need to heal up, you should quickly take cover, unless of course you want to rely on another healer. And that leaves us with one last ability to cover, Mercy's ultimate. To activate Valkyrie, your ult meter needs to be filled up completely. and if you now drop the icon, you will become a flying goddess. First of all, the range of your staff almost doubles, allowing you to heal your team from much further away. Secondly, your beam will now chain to all other teammates in a certain radius, allowing you to heal multiple targets at once. The same exact thing works for damage boost too, of course. Another advantage of using Valkyrie is that you will gain constant regeneration even if you take damage. And last but not least, you can fly wherever you want. By default, you will just hover in the sky without moving. But if you press shift, you can quickly fly wherever you look. This makes you almost impossible to kill without investing any ultimates. After 15 seconds, the ability ends and the normal controls kick in again. Now that I showed you the map version, let's check out the data pack you can download from my website linked below. As always, start off by dropping a nether star onto an end crystal, which creates a hero changing platform. If you now drop a diamond onto the ground, you will transform into Mercy. Blaster and staff work as you would expect. You can damage mobs by shooting them, and using the staff gives your targets either regeneration or strength depending on the beam type. Guardian Angel and Angelic Descent are not too special either, the only difference is that you can now fly to mobs instead of players. But where I did have to switch things up is Resurrect, since there are no dead players to bring back to life anymore. Activating this ability will now give the closest mob to you a resistance of 99 for 20 seconds, and in case you were standing next to a player, he will receive a totem of Undying. The movement during your ultimate is the same as well, but because of the way I set up the beam chaining system, I could not simply adapt it for an infinite amount of entities. So now healing or damage boosting a target during Valkyrie creates an aura around your target that gives the effect to all entities. And that's about it for the abilities. If you want to stop playing as Mercy, just walk back to the platform you created earlier and drop a piece of coal. And removing the platform is as easy as destroying the block underneath the end crystal. And that was pretty much all I had to show you in today's video. As always, the download link can be found in the description in case you want to try it out for yourself. Just put the data pack into the data packs folder of your world and the resource pack in the resource packs folder of your .minecraft directory, and you're good to go. There's one more reworked and another completely new hero ready to be released in the next few months. If you want to see previews of them and want to support my work, feel free to check out my Patreon. At this point, a massive thank you to the people who support me already. You guys truly are the best. Really means a lot. But anyways, that's about it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.